Hey all, we're here to talk a little bit about the upcoming whitetail rut. Every day I'm going to wake up, my phone's going to be loaded with text messages, people checking in, calling, trying to see what information I have. I guess because we're kind of the central point of the Quinte area for hunting, we get, between weighing in contests, personal deer cameras, talking to all the hunters coming in and out, I do kind of get a pretty good clue of what's going on in the whitetail woods. So I want to talk a little bit about the whitetail rut around here to start. November 14th to 17th is predicted to be the absolute peak. When we talk about the rut, we're talking about basically, from a hunting standpoint, bucks being on their feet, chasing does, and you having an opportunity to intersect them. I know scientifically the rut is talking about the actual breeding, but we don't really care about that. We care about how do we find bucks on their feet and how can we target them. So 7 days prior to the peak of the rut is an amazing time to be in the woods because everybody's on their feet. They're starting to get placed and look around. 7 days post the rut is another fantastic time, and actually my favorite, which is going to be, that number November 23rd to 28th part. You will not see me around the store if I can help it, because that is the last bit of breeding for a little while. The bucks go crazy, they're on their feet, they run all day long. So believe it or not, when you get home from being up north, if you're fortunate enough to go to a camp, you want to be in the woods that time above and beyond all of them. Right now, October 31st, today is Halloween. For the next few days, it's a fantastic time to have your horns out, smash, grunt, sit until about 11 o'clock if you can, because those bucks are pushing into the mornings and really moving around, checking their scrape lines, rubbing, doing all that good stuff. On the cameras right now, we are seeing all of that activity. Amongst my peer group, my friends, my camp, we are all seeing bucks on their feet, making their marks, doing their things. Over the past 3 or 4 days, when that last cold front came through, I had bucks everywhere on every camera doing something in all of the normal hours. Now that we've hit these last couple of days with 20-degree weather, I've seen a little bit of a slowdown, but the anticipation of this Friday's cold front coming, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be windy, but we're going to drop in temperature by 10 degrees, and you're going to have another cold front that are going to have the bucks absolutely going wild this weekend. I would not go outside without having a grunt call and my rattling horns. So that's kind of where we're at right now, talking a little bit about what you've seen on the trail cameras and what to anticipate. Again, another thing to consider is when we say it's the peak of the rut, that means that 80% of the does are in estrus, which means the breeding opportunity for all the bucks are pretty much at the highest it can be, which really means you're probably not going to catch a lot of bucks on their feet desperately seeking anything. There's more breeding opportunity for them, so they're going to be within their harem, they're going to be moving wherever the other does are. So it's not gangbusters. So don't think of the peak of the rut like the best time to be in the woods to catch them. You really want to be catching them as they're coming into heat and the bucks are looking for those first does that are coming, or obviously at the end of it. So when you think of the does coming to estrus, 10% come early, 10% come late, and 80% are going to hit in that peak. That being said, if you saw breeding activity like I saw last week, that doesn't mean that the rut is on and everybody should be running to the woods. It just means those normal 10% have come in early and everything is indeed going to happen like Mother Nature intends it to do every year. So keep an eye on my Facebook page, the store's Facebook page, Instagram. I'm going to do as much reporting as I can to let everyone know what's happening in the woods as I see it, as I'm hearing from friends. And that's pretty much from the county all the way through the Belleville area and up into Bancroft. So I'll do as much as I can report. I'll share some videos and stuff that I come up with, and hopefully you guys all have a fantastic whitetail season.